Welcome back. Usually when you need a custom soundtrack for a project, you're staring down this massive logistical mountain.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have to book studio time, hire session musicians, navigate all those complicated licensing fees. It is a slow, expensive grind.
Yeah, it really is.
Hmm.
But we were doing our regular sweep of the AIagentstore.ai website page, and we pulled a tool that completely flattens that mountain. We are looking at MakeSong today.
Right, and based on their page, MakeSong is a freemium, closed-source content creation platform.
And freemium just means you can start experimenting without needing a credit card, right?
Exactly, and the closed-source part basically means the underlying code is locked away by the developers. You interact purely with their polished interface.
Got it. And through that interface, it generates full songs, lyrics, instrumentals, and I think even music videos, right? All entirely from text prompts.
Yeah, that's right.
So how does typing, like upbeat jazz for a coffee commercial, actually turn into a functional sax solo?
Well, it relies on a highly deterministic workflow. When you type that text, the AI isn't, feeling inspired or tapping into a creative muse.
Right, it's not an artist.
No, not at all. It mathematically maps the keywords in your prompt to massive data sets of audio traits it has previously analyzed.
Oh, so it identifies the precise acoustic patterns associated with upbeat and jazz and coffee commercial.
Exactly. And then it synthesizes brand new audio waves that fit those exact mathematical parameters.
Okay, so it's less like hiring a creative producer to brainstorm with and more like handing sheet music to an incredibly literal session musician.
That is a perfect analogy. I mean, they won't improvise, they won't suggest a different tempo.
They just play exactly the notes you wrote down instantly.
Right. Which brings us to its autonomy rating. It is exceptionally low.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, MakeSong doesn't wake up and decide to compose a symphony on its own. It is fundamentally reactive.
So without your explicit text descriptions or written lyrics to guide it, the system does nothing.
Nothing at all.
But wait, if it has virtually zero autonomy and just mathematically spits out what I type, isn't it essentially a glorified search engine?
How do you mean?
Like, if I type sad piano and it just retrieves sad piano sounds based on its data, how is that actually creating anything new for my workflow?
Ah, well, that is a crucial distinction. You see, a search engine retrieves an existing pre-recorded file that someone else made.
Right.
MakeSong synthesizes a completely unique track, sound wave by sound wave, every single time. It is generating, not fetching.
Oh, wow. Okay, I get it now.
And for a video editor or a marketer, this low autonomy is actually the core feature, not a bug.
Because if you were running a brand campaign, you don't want an autonomous AI making rogue creative decisions.
Exactly. You don't want it randomly deciding to throw a heavy metal guitar solo into your corporate training video just because it felt like experimenting.
Yeah, that'd be a disaster.
Yeah.
So the predictability is the actual value here.
Precisely. You dictate the exact vibe, the instrumentation, and the pacing. The tool acts as a highly controllable asset generator.
Which removes all the friction of sourcing and licensing audio. You get royalty-ready tracks that do exactly what you need them to do without the unpredictable variables of a human collaborator.
Right. It's an accessible shortcut to custom audio production for your projects.
That does leave us with a fascinating paradox to consider, though.
What's that?
Well, if anyone can instantly conjure up a flawless, polished track from just a few words, the sheer sound of music might become a cheap commodity.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, like, will the future value of a song shift completely away from how good it sounds and rely entirely on the human story behind who prompted it?
That is a wild thought. A complete shift from the art of the sound to the art of the intent.
Definitely something for you to ponder the next time you drop a backing track into your project. You can check out MakeSong for yourself over at the AIagentstore.ai website.
Highly recommend playing around with it.
Thanks for rating the podcast.